So, hi dear Gemini, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal of reading for all the Gemini Sun, Moon, Venus rising from 27th of October till the 2nd of November 2025. Roles can be reversed also, and if it is not resonating, this is not your story. Want to be a reader like me? You can purchase my courses. Links are given below in the description box for tarot reading course, self love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass. For personal reading and healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. So, let's start. Gemini, the mutual energy or the overall energy for the connection right now at this present moment. Let's see what we have. The mutual energy or the overall energy for the connection right now. We have the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card. So there is a sense of having some kind of traditional, cultural kind of energy mixed up in the situation. There is a lot of love. There's a lot of this energy of, okay, let's do it, let's move forward, let's have something long term. But at the same time, there's a lot of confusion. There are lots of ifs and buts. There are lots of energies around the situation that's influencing this connection on a deeper level. That's why you guys are not able to move forward. There's love here at the core of this situation, at the core of this bond. There's love here. There might be cultural differences or spiritual differences or maturity differences between you guys, and a lot of overwhelming energy, emotional confusion, emotional energies here. One of you, even if there's love here at the core of this bond, one of you is feeling like they should deal with other people, other energies also, because this might not go well. Yeah, because the like bottom of the deck is the Strength card. Someone is holding back, someone is taking a step back from the situation, and they feel like they have a very valid reason, although it's taking them a lot of courage and strength to hold back and step back from this bond, from this connection. But they feel like this is the right thing to do because this is not going to go where we want this to go. For some of you, it's like the cultural differences is so big, and other people's involvements, other energies involvement is making things worse for you guys. So one of you is looking forward to have other options, other things, other situations in their life so that they can move forward. Even if there's love, they think like right now it's not the right time, or this dynamics is never going to be something long term, something committed, something that's going to convert into a marriage kind of a deal. So there is a deep rooted spiritual connection, but there is a lot of differences also. There is love, but at the same time there is this emotional confusion also. That's why one of you is taking a step back, or at least trying to, and trying to figure out ways to be happy in their life, to find this kind of bond or this kind of happiness somewhere else, something else, with something else, someone else. So the mutual energy of this connection is love. Both of you can feel the bond, both of you can feel the connection on a deeper level. And the lesson here is that these confusions, these emotionally overwhelming energies, these emotionally charged up energies can only be sorted with proper communication, proper and honest one-to-one communication, face-to-face communication. You guys have to talk it out properly and honestly with each other in order to either make it work out properly or let it go properly, with maturity, with understanding. That's the lesson. If something or someone is confusing the hell out of you, okay, and if you guys are not able to properly communicate with that person, for whatever reason they keep on ignoring the communication, then that person or that situation is not mature enough to understand the depth of relationships. Then that person, that energy is not good for you, meant for you. Simply, it's simple. But we don't understand it, right? Because we are so mad when we are behind something or someone. Okay, let's see your person or your partner's current feelings for you right now, Gemini. 7 of Pentacles. From the situation, re-evaluating the situation from a distance. and they feel like just waiting and watching and hoping for something to happen. Okay, let me clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have Page of Swords, Hierophant, Seven of Swords. What the hell is wrong with this person? They feel like watching you from a distance, keeping an eye on you, understanding what you are up to. Are you getting married to somebody else? Are you getting committed to somebody else? Are you into somebody else? Or simply they feel like getting connected, getting married, getting committed, like somewhere else with someone else, but they feel like hiding it from you. Why? So they feel like doing whatever the hell they feel like doing in their own life, but stalking you also, watching you also, and not even telling you what they are up to. Somebody is planning to do something sneaky, and keep it a secret. Okay, that's bad. Let's see, what do you feel about this particular person or situation from your side, Gemini? I hope nothing. This is not good. Ace of Pentacles. You feel like having something stable, something long term, something that you can rely on with or without this person. I don't think so. You're super focused on this person because they are sneaky. Their sneaky ass energy is very visible to you. Very, not even if not visibly visible, like in the 3D world, you can sense it and feel it very, very deeply. Okay, let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles here, Gemini. We have the Ace of Pentacles again, Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel like having a full-fledged family, happily ever after kind of a soulmate kind of a dynamics. And for most of you, 99.9% of you people, you feel like having it with a new person, with a new energy, who can provide you this soulmate kind of dynamics, a long-term partnership kind of marriage kind of deal. All you're looking forward to have, Gemini, is stability, long-term stability, soulmate kind of dynamics. And you completely know it that you are never going to get it from the energy that's attached to you in some way. So you feel like having it with a totally brand new person, brand new energy. For some of you, it's very possible that you are already engaged or committed to a new person, new energy, and the other energy know it, and they feel like watching you from a distance, but keeping their emotions to themselves. Very much possible. But you feel like letting go of something or someone out of your system because you're not able to get what you want, and you're over it, done, or at least trying to. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Gemini? King of Wands. They want to do something here. They want to take some kind of impulsive action in this direction, but they don't want to lose their pride and ego. So let's say I just like you, love you, or whatever, and I want to be with you, but for whatever reason, here in this case, it's very deep reason. Um, I'm not able to do that, but I want to do something about this situation. But then my ego is like, no, 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 don't go in that direction. Don't be vulnerable. They don't want to be vulnerable in front of you. That's the thing. But they want to do something. Let's clarify the King of Wands. This is such a complex kind of energy. Sometimes I can't explain in words. Let's see. We have the King of Wands. This person wants to convince themselves that they will be able to be happy without you also at some point of time. Then they're like, one day they want to do something about this situation. They want to come forward and talk to you and reconnect and all that. And then one day they want to convince themselves that this is over, this is not here anymore, and I'm going to be happy without Gemini also. This person doesn't want to let go of their ego or pride at any cost. They don't want to be vulnerable in front of you at all. This intention of theirs, it's going internally. They don't want to do shit about it. One day they're like, okay, I'm going to be happy without Gemini. What the hell? There are lots of people in the world. Why do I want Gemini in my life? It's their ego talking. Then some days the ego goes down, especially when they're drunk or sensitive or something. They're like, I want Gemini back in my life. I want to do something about it, and ending up doing shit about it. So I don't see their intentions very mature or grounded. It's coming out of impulses instead of grounded energies. Okay, let's see, what do you want from this particular person or situation from your side, Gemini? Seven of Cups. They don't. Okay, from your side, you are the one. What do you want? Yeah, you are the one who are looking forward to have other opportunities, other people, other energies that are going to help you to distract you from these kind of sneaky ass energies. What's wrong? Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. If you want me to say all the good words and be a goody woody, I'm not your person, honey. You can just get out of here. A lot of people, do you like fuck? Do you like saying this? Why? I love it. Okay, I love saying it, and that's how I work. That's how my energies work. If you don't like it, just get out of here, my love. Nobody's forcing you, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, the High Priestess. You just want to rely on the divine timing so that you are going to be out of all the fears and illusions and everything that's not good in your love and relationship area, and you want to work on it on a deeper level, work on these insecurities and fears and everything. So you want to use whatever it takes from your side. You want to use every possible way in on this planet earth and beyond that to work on your own insecurities, your own fears. Plus you want to distract yourself with multiple people, multiple energies, multiple situations, so that you are not going to think about these energies that you are dealing with. But your main motto, deep rooted energy here, is that you want to deal with this situation of fear, insecurities, limiting belief, conditioning, not having good relationships on a deeper level. And you want to use, well, like, or you want to learn all the possible ways to get out of all these kind of energies so that you can be at peace with yourself at the end of the day. It's all about divine timing. According to you, are like, I'm doing whatever it takes from my side in order to maintain a balanced kind of approach regarding my love and relationship area. But I'm waiting for the divine timing to, you know, help me heal and be at peace. That's good. And distracting yourself. Okay. With multiple things, multiple situations, multiple opportunities, people also. Let's see what could be the possible outcome for you guys till the 2nd of November. Three of Pentacles. Okay. This is some kind of a very practical, grounded collaboration or partnership kind of energy where other people are also coming together to create something meaningful. Let's clarify this. Three of Pentacles. Gemini. We have Five of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Out of some kind of drama, conflict, and chaos and stressful energies, you are going to find somebody who is going to make you feel at peace. It's like it's like a blessing in disguise for you guys, a new person, a new energy. This might not be a lover or romantic energy. This can be a friend, this can be a collaboration, partnership, business kind of a deal where you are going to feel happy again about your life, about your energies, like. So it's like you are conflicted, you are in chaotic kind of mindset, there's a lot of drama going on inside of you, then you are stressed out beyond words, how to handle these things, how to handle this situation, how to handle life, and boom, something is going to open up your heart again, that's going to make you feel at peace and happy again. A partnership together with your friends and families. For some of you, it's coming together with an old friend, but it's like a blessing in disguise coming up for you guys when you will be least expecting it to happen. And this energy, your heart is going to start opening up again and feeling at peace again because of this coming together, coming back together, collaboration, partnership. For most of you, it's related to your job, career, or finances. For others of you, it might be a group of people. You're going to attend some kind of you know friend circle or volunteering work or something like that, where you are going to open up your heart again to new energies, new people, and you're going to feel very, very happy, very much at peace at the end of the day, that I did something really beautiful and meaningful, right? So this stressful energies are going to force you to start opening up your heart to, again, different people, different collaborations, partnerships, and group of people and soul family kind of deal, and helping you to open up your energies and feel happy about your life again. This is like some kind of mm, action you are going to take out of stressful energies. Like, let's say for example, I'm very, very stressed out and I don't know what to do with the stress. Then I'm trying to find online communities that are dealing with same kind of energies, issues, so that I can join them, and I can start my healing process. That kind of vibe is there. And it's going to make you feel very much at peace and happy. A lot of emotions are going to come out, a lot of energies are going to come out, and that's at the end of the day, with the help of this collaboration, partnership, these energies, people around you, you will be able to feel at peace. Awesome. I hope I explained it really, really, really well. Let's see the guidance for you guys, Gemini. We have 10 of swords. This is over. This, like, the worst is over for you guys, Gemini, right? Even if you right now you're not able to make sense of this whole ending or separation or whatever it is, this whole stressful energy, this is like the worst is over, and now you will be able to see the light at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, for sure. All you have to do is you have to start walking again. You have to start having that inspiring and motivational energies again, that whatever happened, you can't change the past, but you can, sorry, definitely make your present moment good. Definitely you can start learning from the present moment, moving on from the past with this understanding of, you got the lessons, you got the blessings, this is new day, this is new life. So the worst is over for you guys, Gemini, the worst phase of your life, and now there is light at the end of the tunnel. You have to just find the light, you have to keep walking towards the light. That's the deal here. If you're going to do nothing, nothing is going to shift or change. That's simple. Very simple. Let's see. Let me answer one of your questions related to a love and relationship area. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and ask your question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and precise, and I'm going to give you the answer in the next 10 seconds, and your time starts now. Uh-oh. Okay, so the answer to your question is choose a new direction. Yeah, told ya. So whatever you are stuck on, whosoever you are stuck on right now, it's not the right path. Right now, it's not the right direction. Choose a new direction. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. You have to find that light out. And for that, you have to keep walking towards the light. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care. May existence bless you.